Paris Saint-Germain go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
Well, there's only one team in it at the moment, and the question is, will they be happy to sit on this?
Now it's Mbappe. Yamal. Tries to pass it through. That's a nicely shaped ball. He's picked his way through. Mbappe! That's going to go a long way. Ødegaard. Now Neymar. Maradona. Now it's Mbappe. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And it's Neymar. 30 minutes gone. Now it's Mbappe. Mateus. And here's Maradona. Engages and forces him off the ball. And a chance! Oh, horrible miscue.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
Paris Saint-Germain are all smiles coming into this game. They've already secured their ticket to the promised land. This is effectively preparation for life in greener pastures. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. There's the whistle.
Roberto Carlos, Peter, might have had more of an impact on the world game than any other fullback before or since.
In what regard?
Well, with his pace, skills and his overlapping runs, he effectively revolutionised the role. He turned the fullback into a vital attacking weapon. It inspired so many players to be just like him.
Maradona. Well read, nice interception. That pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And the finish! Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Maradona. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Van Basten. Now it's Mbappe. No, that was never going to make it. Messi. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up. If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Oh, super ball! It's Neymar! It's a pretty loose pass. And here's Maradona. Rafinha takes control of it and he's on the move. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Not the most accurate pass. De Bruyne plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Still goalless. Messi. Milan couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Threads one in. De Bruyne. And he's surging through. And here's Van Nistelrooy. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. And he's managed to get free. Oh, there's a probing ball. That pass has been well intercepted. Now the chip pass hasn't quite come off.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Now it's Maradona, and he's had a hit! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Maradona is offering a wry smile there.
Van Basten is onto it in a flash. That pass isn't the best. Messi. And it's Van Nistelrooy. Caceres. And it's Rodri. Neymar. Paris Saint-Germain looking to pass their way through. And here's Mbappe. Van Nistelrooy. And here's the chance to counter. That's an imaginative pass. Messi. Some front-footed pressing going on here. Otto hurtling down that right flank. Rafinha. Quality ball. Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos got a long way forward to join the attack. And it's Van Nistelrooy. Bale. Bale! Just not quite happening for him just now.
They're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Good read, needed to be. Can he finish? And he's done it!
That couldn't have been a more potent injection of belief for this team. Top man, top drawer.
So we have our breakthrough.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Couldn't squeeze it through. Now it's Bale. Played into space out wide. Shapes to shoot! Oh, great low ball in.
Oh, he may have snatched at that, Peter. The ball came in at a pace, and at a good height too. He only needed to redirect it.
De Bruyne. Maradona. Now this could be a chance. And that'll be the final action of the first half. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
The second half gets underway.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And it's Messi. Tries to pass it through. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. And this, it's Bale! Denied by an instinctive save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Now it's Bale. Van Basten. Van Basten! Off the post. Takes aim and crosses. Paris Saint-Germain still trailing by one and looking here to take it up a notch after the break. Well, that's a dangerous ball. De Bruyne. That's a lovely, neat pass. And this is Neymar. And here's Van Nistelrooy. Mbappe. Paris Saint-Germain finding their passes. And here's Maradona. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, considering they're only one down, they're closer to conceding a second than scoring a leveller.
Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Rafinha. Can he get it through? Good play through for the wide man. Van Nistelrooy! And that's caused a worry or two.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Rafinha. Now, can they get him away? Van Basten. Played in. Oh, smashing header! And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. De Bruyne. Van Basten. Nicely shaped cross. Goes for a shot! And it's in! 2 up now, and they are cruising. A mere formality, nigh on a certainty, he is truly in the zone.
Well, was there ever any doubt? It made it look like he's done it over and over and over again, and he has.
Milan are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of mood.
Oh, what a... There's the shot! Really well taken goal. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Paris Saint-Germain get themselves back into contention.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
It's really well manoeuvred. Paris Saint-Germain still have the cards to affect this game. Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, that's well spotted.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They won another one and will seemingly keep...
Chance! Oh, that's fallen kindly here. He has done it! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
Milan take a 2-goal lead. It's Van Basten! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are pulling clear here. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
Milan blast themselves into a 3-goal lead.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
De Bruyne delivers. Musiala. Paris Saint-Germain will have one further opportunity to make a substitution after this, their latest change. That is a great pick out. He's beaten the last man. Chiellini did well to stay calm there. De Bruyne. Roberto Carlos. De Bruyne. Messi. And that pass just didn't quite work. Ruben Dias. That's Cannavaro. Pedri. Cafu. That is ended up in no man's land. He is slightly undercooked, that one.
Paris Saint-Germain clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Into a minimum of 4 minutes additional time. Looking to play him in. Oh, important interception. And that is that. Paris Saint-Germain cannot spin this any other way. They came up against opponents who were thrilling, at times unpleasant. Well, nothing beats the feeling of getting promoted. The hard work already done, the team can set out to enjoy this game and bask in the adulation of their adoring fans. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. The action has already started.
This guy, Roberto Carlos, really is a unique player, Peter.
I don't think anyone would argue with that. It's Inzaghi! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Aimed in towards the centre. And that's been won straight back. He can get that clear. Swung over. Neymar. Rijkaard. And here's Inzaghi.
Filippo Inzaghi really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Roberto Carlos does really well to win the ball there. Great vision. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And here's Inzaghi. Mbappe. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Club America finding their passes. Neymar! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Club America with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And he gets rid in a hurry. Paris Saint-Germain are looking to go forward now. Now, can they get him away? Over to the left. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Now it's Inzaghi. Oh, the chance for a shot! There it is! So smooth. A signature finish.
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
So we have the first goal.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough, though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Strong running down that left flank. Cafu did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And he cuts out the supply. De Bruyne conjures time and space where few can. Ball looks a good one, and it's Neymar, and he skips past his man. Neymar's cross. Inzaghi! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
You really could have done with engaging those crossers much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Danger averted for now. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Vitinha is offering some sort of an apology there.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Oh, that's well spotted.
Club America clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge.
He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, the ball's run loose. Oh, he's been caught napping. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Odo. And the pass is intercepted.
Paris Saint-Germain certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
De Bruyne.
They've got to be quick moving this forward. Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Now it's Maradona. That's beautifully weighted. And that is expertly dealt with. Serves up across. Kukçu. Rijkaard. And the whistle goes for half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
And we're underway again.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
And he's had it nicked away. Now it's Neymar. Now it's Maradona. It's a searching pass. That looks a cracking ball. Khan claims comfortably. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Now it's Maradona. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card. Rijkaard has been shown a yellow card for that offence, just to confirm. Tries to pass it through. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Club America clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Now he's off and running. Maradona. Ødegaard. Neymar. And he's lost his man here. And the finish!
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. And he has shown him a yellow card. Well, the players are flocking round their fallen colleague and they look worried.
Changement.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. That comes as a mighty relief. A poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Ødegaard, the man with the tools to make a difference here. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, considering they're only one down, they're closer to conceding a second than scoring a leveller.
Looking to play him in. Otto is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. Oh, it's a promising build-up. It's Inzaghi! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Looking for options for movement. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Paris Saint-Germain clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Kukçu! Tries to... Oh, and another try! And it's hoisted clear. Mbappe.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space. Paris Saint-Germain really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off and it wasn't the best decision.
Pedri. Now it's Forlan. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Inzaghi has got himself a free kick. And he's going to have his name taken.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Le numéro 7, le numéro 10. À leur place, le numéro 42, le numéro 13, le numéro 21.
He's having a good look here. So, a genuine chance to increase the lead. And it's Kukçu. Shoots! And that would have been game, set and match.
Kukçu has reacted in utter shock here. For him, the keeper has pulled off the impossible.
Plays a sharp little ball here. The message is clear, none shall pass.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Now it's Forlan. Pedri.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Now that looks a decent ball. And this is Hazard. He's goes for a shot! And yes, it's there! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. Was there ever any doubt?
Yeah, he always had the measure of the keeper, and there was very little doubt as to how this was going to end up.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moment. He's one-on-one! Now that is a hefty challenge. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Kukçu shifted it to the flank. It's a pretty loose pass. Cafu.
Club America are totally dominant in the middle of the park, and no way through
Temps
zone.
additionnel, 3 minutes.
Nicely weighted ball. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Shapes to shoot! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Pedri. Kukçu is the team's great... Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Paris Saint-Germain perhaps ended up out of ideas and out of steam. Some warm applause and acknowledgement of... There is a definite sense of occasion here as both teams square up to each other with fire in their eyes. This is a day for hope, for expectation, for renewed ambition. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Brazil have produced some of the best centre-halves around, and I think Militao is up there in that lineage, Peter. He's very quick and aggressive, and while he does have the odd mistake in him, or certainly did in his earlier career, he's maturing fast and he's easing that out of his game, and he can go all the way to the very top.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Rodri, chance for a shot! That's going right the way across. Rafinha. Maradona. And the counter is on. Not the most accurate pass. And this is Neymar. Rodri did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Howson. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Now it's Maradona. Oh, right on the edge of the penalty area. What's he giving here? So a big chance now from 12 yards.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
The major moment in the game. Not a twitch, not a blink.
Well, I'm not sure what body language the keeper was trying to read, but it didn't work.
The goal scorer for Paris Saint-Germain after 13 minutes.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Howson spread it left. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Neymar. Played over towards the opposite flank.
Good ball, that too.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Ødegaard. And it's Neymar. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Oh, that's fabulous. Decent chance! In for the pieces. Really well taken goal. They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, listen, last line of defence, and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
Paris Saint-Germain are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Now there's a fine ball.
Lewandowski really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
It's gone all the way through to the keeper. Eder Militao. Maradona. Looking to play him in. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. De Bruyne. Kukçu. It'll be a throw-in. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. And that is as far as they're going to go. Rodri. And it's Maradona. Cafu could try cutting inside here. And he's there to get it away. Paris Saint-Germain with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. And now a sudden chance to counter. Lewandowski is onto this. They're back in possession and ready to go again. There's a sharp little ball here. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. It's a promising position. Now the ball's gone astray. Hernandez takes the shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And it's been taken short. And now they can spring out of defence. Howson picks it up from the goal kick. And he's straight offside. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Danger averted for now. De Bruyne. Looking for options for movement. Oh, no joy this time.
There will be 3 minutes at a time.
And that has put paid to that. Now it's Mbappe. Distributed tidily. Eder Militao. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Mbappe! And this is Maradona. Spread out to the left. Now it's Rafinha. It's a good run down the left-hand side. And that'll be the last act of the first half.
Paris Saint-Germain are 2 up, and on the balance of things, I would say deservedly so. They had a very coherent game plan, and if they are allowed to continue in the same vein, I can only see the margin getting bigger.
Paris Saint-Germain go in at half-time on a comfortable 2-goal cushion.
Substitution for Borussia Dortmund, number 19.
That gets things going for the second half.
6, Kukçu. Number 2.
Ødegaard does have his name on the score sheet, of course.
Number 4.
It's a good spell of possession, this.
Number
And that's a
14.
good ball. It's gone backwards.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, that's beautifully weighted. And he's heaved it away.
Number 29.
Forwards and with
Number
intent.
3, Van Dijk.
Now it's Mbappe. It's run loose here. James.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Pass is just off target. Tries to pass it through. Saka will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. It's a really well-measured ball. He is through here. Shot could be Vitinha! Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. De Bruyne kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Ødegaard. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Wits! Paris Saint-Germain with this 2-goal lead. They're certainly looking much the more assured side. Picked out brilliantly. And the shot! Vitinha. Wits. Vitinha. It's a searching pass. And he was alert to it. Rodri, out to the right, and the pass is intercepted. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Khan. Cafu calmly anticipates. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. That pass has been well intercepted. And it's Neymar. De Bruyne. Oh, shapes to shoot! Oh, split-second reaction.
Mbappe is offering a wry smile there.
Corner number 2 then. Point-blank header! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different. Rodri. Now that looks a decent ball. And he cuts out the supply.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Caceres. That's a lovely, neat pass. De Bruyne. That has ended up in no man's land. Can he get on the end of this? This looks promising. Oh, smashing header! It's in! Back to within 1! Interesting! It was wonderfully efficient.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Borussia Dortmund get themselves back into contention.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Bit too much weight on the pass.
Substitution.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Chance, surely! Should have equalised.
Oh, they really needed him to put that away.
Saka, he's found a way through. Paris Saint-Germain will have one further opportunity to make a substitution after this, their latest change. Out to the left it goes.
Well, there's plenty to like about this.
Mbappe is... Can he finish? Oh, it's come off the upright. And that would have been game, set and match.
Mbappe really can't believe it. He let the opposition off the hook there, and he knows it all too well.
Thinks one through. No, that's been intercepted. Into the last 5 minutes. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. That's an imaginative pass. James gets over and intercepts.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Paris Saint-Germain close now to seeing this one through to the end.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Nicked it back promptly. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. And that will be it. Paris Saint-Germain can finally smile now. They have held on in a difficult watch for both sets of fans. A truly emotional roller.